Alright guys, welcome back. Got a new video for you today. Actually Wargame related, finally. And if you recognize the table from the previous videos, I'm returned home after my little work trip abroad. And so I wanted to, I had planned last year to do some classic or retro Warhammer 40k games on the channel, solo games, mainly just to show people that, if you like Warhammer 40k and you don't like modern Games Workshop, you don't have to buy the new book every single time and constantly buy the new release. You can find these old rule books on eBay. This is from the third edition of the game in the late 90s, and hopefully you can get some friends that are interested in trying it and play these rules, and I will show it in a second. But this rulebook is excellent for that because you don't have to hunt down all the codexes, which, even though those are pretty easy to find on eBay, because all of the army lists are contained in this book. So you can just sit down, you can just get a game going and play. And there's I also like this book because it has these nice roster cards. I thought that's, I just like the way these are laid out. Weapons table. You got some different some other background material mixed in, QRS. So you can play the whole game out of this one rule book, basically. So I'll just do a little flip through. Not going to go through every single rule because, be here forever, and it'd be better just to illustrate in a game. Of course, this is back when Rick Priestley was involved with Games Workshop. And the art in this book, even if you don't want to play the rules, I just think it's worth trying to find one of these, again, on eBay. It's just as a collectible, because the art in this is just fantastic. I forgot to, I like this title page, The Grim Darkness of the Far Future. There's only war, and proceed at your own peril. That doesn't sound like it's for everyone. Anyway, so got all the rules, and there's still the, let's see if I can find it. Yep, the to hit and to damage charts that they got rid of in the more recent editions, I guess because reading a chart is too hard for some people. This is I think this is a pretty well laid out rule book. The explanations are pretty clear. Pretty easy to follow. This is my issue with the 9th edition Warhammer 40k rulebook, because the rules are really, I just don't like the organization of that book at all. And this is a lot clearer. Everything's nicely shown, bold. If you're playing a game and you need to find, okay, I need to know this thing, okay, nice bold text, which I know it sounds like a weird thing to focus in on, but it's actually really important for basically an instructional book like this to have good typesetting and fonts and stuff, so you can get to stuff quickly. Got vehicles, and then you have the background section, which the background section of this rulebook is just fantastic. I mean, it's really atmospheric. There's a couple, these like first person accounts mixed in. Got maps, all different kinds of stuff. And it's written from a very Imperium point of view, the lore, which I think is a nice touch. Get all the aliens, enemy within. So I think the main thing I want to show, because this stuff would be better illustrated through a game, is the army lists. So We've got the Space Marines first, of course, and we've got the kind of, some of these are more generic, which I kind of like. It gives you more freedom, and if you want to add some like minor sort of role playing elements, leader as opposed to specific type of character. I think that's maybe it's easier to sort of give your army for a campaign more character. Got all the weapons, and not 100 different vehicles, special vehicles. Just you got basically the standard Space Marine ones: Rhino, Razorback, Landspeeder, Whirlwind, Predator, Vindicator, Land Raider. And I think most of the other armies have about the same number of vehicles. But like I said, you can play the entire game from this book. It's got all the rules. I've got some special rules for different chapters. I actually just noticed this page as I'm going through it. I got the Dark Eldar, and if you'll notice, kind of the same amount of units, more or less, for each army. I mean, Space Marines have more, but Dark Eldar have fewer vehicles. But there's not these huge disparities, I think, in the different different armies. You got the Tyranids, which have a decent number of units. And of course, Craftworld Eldar. And again, decent number of units for compared to the Space Marines. But actually, what I should flip to is the Chaos Space Marines. So we got the Eldar. Actually, while I'm here, I'll just stop and talk about the studio painting at this time. I think this is a good. I like this period of a GW studio painting. Not so much not so much a fan of the really bright colors, but I think it's really good while being sort of attainable. I think if you practice enough, you could achieve this sort of level of painting quality, I think. So anyway, just a little detour there. And we have Chaos Space Marines, so champions, and let's see, armor. Okay, not as many vehicles as the regular Space Marines, but I think this was also when they have Chaos Demons available to them. But I could be wrong. Yep, okay, so Greater Demon, Plague Marines, Space Chaos Veterans, Demon Packs. So this was back when the Chaos Space Marine army list was designed to function with the demons, and you've got Imperial Guard. So this video is running a little long, but I think I'd like for what it is, but that's basically all the army lists, and I think I will be playing some games of this with this rule book. Like I said, I highly recommend, if you have a gaming group that's interested, you can take most of your current, Warhammer 40k collection and just play with these rules and try it out. You might really like it. And even if you just want to read this rule book, I think it's really nice. It's got some great artwork. I'm glad years ago I picked it up when I did. So like I said, as soon as I get my miniatures out of storage and I can get the game table set up, I will be playing some games with this. There's some campaign rules, so maybe I'll do a little mini campaign, but I'm not sure yet. So at any rate, I hope y'all like the video, and I will talk to y'all in the next one.